Good morning, Super Readers! Thank you for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Nix.
I'm Mrs. Hammock.
This is a place for us to learn, practice, and grow our brains to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. So let's get started by warming up our brains with some
ear training
called Daily Phonemic Awareness. All right. Now remember, I know you guys are getting so good at this. It's just training our ears to listen for some sounds. Okay, so today we're just going to take our sounds and blend them down our arm.
Great.
I know you know how to do this.
I definitely know how.
Definitely knows. And let's get started. Okay, so here's some sounds. Get your arm out in front of you. Here we go. Sh, shirt, shirt. Good job, great. Nice. Okay, how about this one? Herd, 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 herd. Okay, here we go. How about this one?
Oh, I was expecting another one. Okay.
Fur. Fur. Great job.
Okay.
Now, what sound did we hear in all of those words we blended today?
I heard the sound.
That would be correct, yes. Now, we've warmed up our ears. Let's maybe wiggle our bodies a little bit.
I agree.
Does that sound good?
Yep,
I do. I like this song. It's a nice one.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. Nice movement. So many fun things, especially on a Friday.
Absolutely. All right, it's time for us to kind of wrap up our week with some final practice with that shirt card and the sound.
Okay, well, then I'll see you in just a little bit.
Okay, let's come over here to our word work wall, and here we have our shirt card. Now remember, there are 4 ways that we can spell that sound. We have ER says IR says UR says and OR says Today, we're going to practice with the least common. Remember, they're in order by how often they show up, and OR is probably the least common way to spell the sound. And I think you're going to notice something today. So let's see if Tina can notice it too. Hello, Tina.
Good morning, Mrs. Hammock.
Good morning.
Morning, Super Readers.
We are finishing up our week with the shirt card, and we're going to work today on the OR sound.
Okay.
So I was just telling the Super Readers that I think you might notice something about the OR spelling pattern. So as we build words today, I want you to be thinking what you might notice.
Okay, like a pattern?
Yes, exactly like a pattern.
Okay.
All right, so I have one word up here for us that we're going to start with blending to get our brains warmed up. And then we'll build some more words from this one word, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's read this one together. We'll start with the W sound. W, worm.
Worm.
Very good.
Yes, I like to eat a worm.
I know you do. All right, so if we have worm, and I would like to build the word worth, what would I do?
Worth. Oh, just change the end.
You're
so we don't
right.
need an M, we need, which is TH.
You're right. I am actually going to build it right underneath, though, because
Oh.
I think this might help us to see something that I want to make sure we see. All right, so we have worm and worth, and you're right. We just substituted the ending for a different sound.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of like when we practice our phonemic awareness. All right, so let's build the word word.
Oh, word. Okay, yep. Well, w is a W,
Yep.
and we're working on OR, so W-O-R.
You got it.
D.
Yes.
Mrs. Hammock,
Yes.
I am already starting to see a pattern.
Are you? What might the pattern be that you're noticing?
Well, all of our words today are starting with the letter W, and then they have the OR.
Yes. Now, I was just noticing as I was studying for our lesson, almost always, I'm gonna always say almost always, if you hear the sound spelled with an OR, or when you hear when you hear the W sound, w, and then that's gonna almost always be the OR spelling pattern. Worm, word, worth, and let's try this next one, worst. That was the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh, well, it's following the same pattern.
It is.
W,
Yep.
O-R,
Yep.
worst. Oh, S-T.
Very good. Nicely done. Worst.
Woohoo.
That is right. So when you hear a word that starts with the W sound and it has the next, it's almost always going to be that OR spelling pattern. So that's one way that you can tell which spelling pattern to use. It's only one way, and so, but the others you can practice, and then it will stick into your brain better because you'll start to notice that that one doesn't look quite right.
That's true. Yes, and I think reading really helps us start to see all those patterns, just like we were seeing the patterns with these words here.
That's right. There are patterns everywhere in our world, and sometimes even when we're reading, we can find patterns. Thanks for helping us with that today. And I am going to let you head out while we read our sentence, and then I'll talk to you a little later.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. All right, did you notice that pattern too, super readers? Isn't that nice to know that if you are writing a word and you hear that sound, if it starts with a W, you'll know it's probably safe to use an OR. Let's read our sentence for today. It says, we did our word work first. Great job. Let's go over and wrap up our week with our high frequency words and check in with Mrs. Nix.
Awesome job. Thank you so much, Mrs. Hammock. And yes, happy Friday. This is a great day because we're going to finish off the last of our 6 high frequency words. Remember, we're looking at these words not only just to be able to read them, but to write them. So make sure that as you are practicing your reading, that you don't forget to use some of these words in your writing. That's going to help you become amazing writers. Okay, so let's go through and read them together. Here we go. Through, pour, full, great, climb, and another. Great job. Now, this word right here is through. So let's spell it. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. There's a lot of letters, so we have to just look at that and make sure that we're remembering all of those letters and sounds. Now remember, a way to practice that would be to trace it big in the air with our finger. We can trace it on our arm using our finger or even on the carpet, but something where we're practicing writing it. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Okay, so how would we use through in a sentence? Well, let's look. We walk through the door at school. Do you walk through your door at school? Great. Now you know how to spell through correctly. And like I said, encourage you to try and use that one often in your writing. Okay. Now, today we're going to do one of our favorite games called Swat a Word, and I'm going to have Mrs. Hammock come out and join us, and I'm going to give her one of our fun little wands right here. And this is one of those where if you happen to have a third person who would be able to call out one of your high frequency words, then you and your opponent can go through and race to find it. So we're going to do kind of how we did the other day. Because we don't have someone, we're going to have our backs to the poster, so we don't know where the words are. We'll have to just read our card, and then we'll turn around and see if we can find it first.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So here's our first word. Read it with me. Climb. Good job. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that was close. All right. Whew. We're going to wake ourselves up today, right? How about this one? Great. Okay, let's go find it. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, I smacked it so hard I knocked the word crazy.
She's going to bring down our whole poster. But do you see how fun that can be? And you could do it with any kind of little...
These are fun because they light up.
They are a lot of fun. You could even do it with just the eraser side of your pencil or something, kind of, or even just with your finger, and you could point at your word. So make it fun, change it up, and have a good time with it. Today, we're going to go back and revisit kind of the cause and effect, and we're going to look at some different sentences and kind of pull those apart. But today's story was
hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
I love that game.
So
this is a little different though. So.
Okay, well, then we're going to have to check it out. We'll see you back here in just a few.
Hide and Seek by Daniel Haken. Illustrated by Bernard Adnet. Hide and Seek. Chapter 1. Who are Harry and Flutter? Chapter 2. Where is Flutter? Chapter 3. What does Harry find? Chapter 1. Who are Harry and Flutter? Harry the rabbit hopped into the garden. "Hello," said the caterpillar. "I'm Flutter." "Hello," said the rabbit. "I'm Harry." Flutter is a funny name for a caterpillar. Caterpillars don't have wings to flutter with. Flutter said, "I'll fly to the sun one day like that great bird." Harry laughed. Then the bird swooped down. "Hide!" Harry yelled. "Here comes that big bird." Flutter hid behind Harry until the bird left. Harry said, "I love to play hide and seek." "You are good at it." Flutter said, "I am good at it. Someday we will play." Chapter 2. Where is Flutter? One morning, Harry looked for Flutter in the garden. She was not there. Maybe Flutter is playing hide and seek, Harry said. She said she was good at it. Harry looked for Flutter everywhere. He looked up and he looked down. Poor Harry looked in one place and then another. He looked behind trees and under rocks. "Flutter, stop hiding," cried Harry. Then he had an idea. Maybe she did fly to the sun just like she said. "I will climb this hill." Harry leaped to the top of the hill, but he still did not see Flutter. He looked up at the sky. The full sun felt warm. Then he saw a pretty butterfly. The butterfly stretched its wings. They were orange and black. "Hello, Harry," said the butterfly. It was Flutter's voice. "I told you I would fly to the sun one day." "But what happened to you?" Harry asked. "I went through changes." "Caterpillars turn into butterflies," Flutter said. "I'm glad I found you," cried Harry. "You are good at hide and seek, just like you said." Flutter landed on Harry's head. "Now you hide and I'll seek," said Flutter.
Wow, have you ever played hide and seek like that? I haven't. Did you predict why he couldn't find his friend? I was surprised. Let's take a look. We worked on cause and effect earlier this week. And let's just kind of review what that means. So a cause is what makes something happen in a story. And an effect is the event that happens. So it's what happened, and the cause is why it happened. So let's take a look. We have our effect here. Harry climbed a hill. So what caused Harry to climb a hill? Do you remember? What was he doing? Right, he was searching for Flutter. So because he was searching for Flutter, remember I told you to use that helper word, be, and put it in front of the cause. Because he was searching for Flutter, he climbed a hill. Well, let's see if we can do it the opposite way. Okay, so here we have the because. Because it's time for her to change into a butterfly, what happened? Do you remember? Right, Flutter hides. So this is our cause that makes something happen, and this is what happens. It's kind of tricky, isn't it? Sometimes it can get a little confusing, even for grown-ups. So that's why we need to practice it a lot. So I thought today we would also practice with our writing and really just think more about that cause and effect relationship. So we have our cause, that's our because. Do you see the word cause in because? And then we have our effect, and this is actually what happened. So because of this, this happened. So I thought Tina might be able to help us with some writing. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Mrs. Hammond.
What have you been up to?
Oh, I was writing a whole bunch of sentences, and
What's
Mrs.
the matter?
Hammond, I can't decide which one is the cause and which one's the effect, and do you think that you could help me?
I do, and I have great news. Our super readers are here, and they are going to help us too, because we can all use the practice.
Yay! I'm so excited to have helpers because it's a lot.
It is a lot. All right, so let's see what's going on with your sentences.
Okay, all right. So here's my first one.
Okay, here's your first one. All right. So,
And, oh, wait. I think I forgot this word.
oh, yeah.
I think that one
we
goes
need
in
all
there.
the words.
Oh, sorry.
Goodness, sorry. Okay, so we have the charger was broken. My iPad stopped working. So I'm just going to set them here for a second. Let's think about this. All right, so this happened. So what is does any one of these, it's kind of tricky, isn't it?
Well, I guess the charger being broken wasn't, like, it wasn't what happened. It's because my charger was broken, then my iPad stopped working.
Okay,
Right?
so
Oh,
we could do it that way. Watch. So we would say, because the charger was broken, what was the effect of that charger being broken? I don't know if it's going to stick. Let me see here. What was the effect of it being broken?
oh, well, what happened was my iPad stopped working.
Very nice. That's right.
Okay, but I think what confused me was that I had my sentence going the other way. I said my iPad stopped working because the charger was broken.
You're right. It still works that way, but on our chart, so my iPad stopped working. Remember that key word, because, here's the because, the charger was broken. So that word because becomes kind of a signal that tells you that, oh,
Because of
this happened. So your cause was the charger was broken, and what happened because of that was that the iPad stopped working. I'm glad you asked for help, because do you see how tricky it really is?
Oh, yes. Okay, I have another one.
Okay, let's try another one.
Okay, all right, so let me go grab it.
It's good for us
Here
to
it
work
is.
together and be thinking partners and try to figure this out.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so we have two parts here. We have, I forgot my lunch, and I was very hungry.
And I have.
You have a clue word.
I do.
Okay. Ooh, this is not the because word though. This word is so. Okay, so.
So I was
Let's see.
hungry. No, let's see. I was very hungry, so I forgot my lunch. No. What was my sentence? I forgot my lunch.
That wouldn't make sense, would it?
Yeah, no, that wouldn't. So I think I forgot my lunch, so I was very hungry. Is my sentence. That was my sentence. Yes. So
I forgot my lunch.
So I was very hungry.
Very good. I forgot my lunch is our
cause.
Is our cause. And we can say, so
what happened?
What happened because you forgot your lunch?
Because I was hungry.
Right. And you were hungry because you forgot your lunch.
Yes.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes. Oh, I see it on that one.
Okay. Sometimes they're tricky.
They are really tricky, and I can tell that I'm going to need a lot of practice to get better at this.
Oh, me too. It is very tricky, even for grown-ups, because it kind of gets all tangled up in our minds, and we have to really think it through. It's always good to have a thinking partner, isn't it?
It sure is.
Speaking of thinking partners, we have a friend who's going to tell us about a book that they're reading that we might enjoy.
Okay, that sounds great.
Hello, y'all, in TV land. It's Rhonda Retail here, and I am so happy to be here talking about one of my favorite books called Be You. You know, you can be anybody. You can be different. You can be curious. You can be loving. You can be active. You can just be you. And this book is such a heartwarming book that when I get done reading it, I feel so good. There's one page I just want to show you, and it's called Be Brave. And can you see that little boy on the end of the diving board? He wants to dive into the pool, but he's scared. But sometimes if we can be brave, we can find out that what we're afraid of is really something we like to do over and over again. So I want to recommend this book to you to check out at your local library or on Sora. Hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Bye-bye, y'all.
Oh, Rhonda, I can't wait to read that one because
That looks
I think it's
great.
so important to try and be
you.
ourselves and to be brave, right?
That sounds awesome.
Absolutely.
Did you like? Oh yeah, he says yeah, he wants to do that too.
Aw, great job, Scooter. All right, I have a joke for you.
Oh,
Are
yay.
you ready? Okay. Why did the kid throw butter out the window?
That's. I don't know.
To see butterfly.
Oh no.
It was a great one. It was a great one, right? To see
Oh
butterfly.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Happy Friday. Thank you
Happy
for hanging
Friday.
out with us this week. We look forward to seeing you next week at Valley PBS. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
We'll see you guys.
Oh
I
my
know.
goodness.
I know, I love those funny jokes though.